I'm Chris Adamczyk, here on the Sea of Galilee, on a boat that resembled those boats in the first century. I want us to take a few moments and just to pause and collect this silence. When our Lord was here, he was fishing, and silence was key to fish. Growing up, I have many fond memories of fishing with my brother and my friends. Those moments we were growing in friendship. And I'm sure our Lord, with his disciples, had a very similar experience. There is something about the peace and calm that is necessary to fishing that makes you more open to prayer and friendship. Fishing can create a very deep bond of friendship with those you are with. We read in the Gospels that Jesus called his disciples right here on the shores of this lake. And although he called them to be fishers of men, he didn't say they wouldn't fish again. I can picture the early mornings on the sea where everyone on the boat had to be silent and still. I can picture how these experienced fishermen knew their trade inside and out, and their discussion on the best tactics on how to make a great catch. I don't think Jesus stood and watched. I think he would have got his hands wet and helped guide the nets and load the catch. And the disciples would have shown him techniques that only years of fishing can teach. I can picture the moments where they sat in the boat and spoke to each other, personal words of friendship, an exchange of thoughts, or ponderings about their lives. Jesus partook and cherished this time of friendship with them. He came to us not only as God, but as man. And he would come to know his disciples very well in their time of fishing. And the disciples would have learned much about Jesus. I'm sure sometimes they broke the code of silence and concentration because they simply were happy to be together. They would have made enough racket to scare every fish away, and that didn't matter. Sometimes they would have been caught up listening to Jesus speak about his ministry, his mission, and his care for them as disciples. Together, here, the disciples and Jesus bonded in friendship. They forged their first memories together and learned about each other. There were some conversations, some moments and lessons that went so deep that only the heart recorded them, and which they never forgot in their ministry. From the Sea of Galilee, I'm Chris Adamczyk.